Madden holiday is here and we will play all night. Calling sick and sound sincere, in tackles will delight. The fridge is packed with drink and meat, the taste of victory sure is sweet.
Well, on the bright side, I managed to break the 2-1-1 one week, 1-2 the next week streak. Not exactly in the way I intended, but, well, still. Thanks a lot, Denver. I mean, I can live with the fact the Giants beat the Packers because, well, it's the Packers, but yeah, that Denver game was just terrible, wasn't it? Oh dear, everything that happened in that fourth quarter was just so mind-bogglingly stupid. And perhaps even the biggest drawback of all was that they didn't just have Denver kick a field goal and tie and then have the game end in a tie, which, I would have probably provided enough of an argument to the people who keep complaining about how both teams really should just get a chance in overtime. I think that was a good counter-argument to that thought. On the plus side, my new TV is working really well. It's a TCL Smart TV. I mean, it's nice to watch videos all the way through. I've been able to use apps that I just haven't been able to use in forever because, well, whenever I would try to use them, the connection would just drop out at all points. So, yeah, I mean, like the ESPN app comes through clearly now. So, I guess maybe I could explain a little bit briefly what happened in the previous TV here. Basically, what happened was we got an offer from our internet provider that basically allowed for a free upgrade to a much faster internet service. They've been improving a lot of the cable infrastructure in here so that everything comes through a lot clearer and faster. And obviously, we took them up on that. However, once we got everything set up and activated, basically my smart TV just would not take to it. Every other device that connected to the internet, my computer, another smart TV, several tablets in the house, my phone, they all worked fine. In fact, they actually began exceeding their previous performances. But my TV, it would just completely crap out. Like I said, I would click on a YouTube video and it would just disconnect within 20 seconds. I tried every troubleshooting trick I could think of and look up on the internet. I power cycled the modem, I power cycled TV, I reset the internet connection, I did everything, and finally, as a last-ditch effort, I attempted a factory reset. Then, when I set about reactivating the Roku account so it would just download the apps and immediately sign me into everything, the internet disconnected again, and it kept disconnecting every point. I would start the activation of the account. I had to input my email address. It would disconnect, so it wouldn't recognize the email address. I would have to restart the TV. That would just allow me enough time to finally input the email address and begin the steps of reactivating the account, only for the internet to then disconnect again. And at that point, everything was burnt, and, well, we just had to settle for getting a new TV at that point. So, yeah, that's that whole story there. Well, on the plus side, this opening segment is pretty padded out now, so this video will be longer, and thus the algorithm might be more friendly to it. Anyway, let's move on to the 3 games we're covering this week. And yeah, the schedule makers didn't do us any favors again this week, as pretty much every game is a team we featured once before. Anyway, the 3 games we're covering this week are the Thursday night game between the Washington Commanders and the Chicago Bears, the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Miami Dolphins, and the Sunday night game between the Dallas Cowboys and Philadelphia Eagles. Alright, let's get to it.
There's a vacancy at the Bates Motel.
Norman, is that you?
No, it's Buzz McKenzie, and it could be you. Look for this display and enter Bud Light Psycho Sweepstakes to win a Bud Light party with Buzz McKenzie at the Psycho Mansion. You can even get a mug like Spud's at participating retailers. Wow!
That Spud is so cool, it's scary.
I hate errors, even when I paint something. That's why I like Krylon spray paint. Look. Spray this one with Krylon, this one with this other brand. Krylon goes on smooth, professional. No runs, no drips, no errors.
Hey, that's baseball talk.
That's Krylon talk. 12 minutes later, Krylon's dry to the tackle. An hour later, the other one's still wet. See? Krylon for a smooth, fast, professional finish.
Great Halloween parties begin at Walgreens. Candy, party decorations, masks, costumes, makeup. Everything you need for Halloween fun now at Walgreens.
Okay, the Thursday night Amazon game is the Washington Commanders traveling to Chicago to take on the Bears. Now, the Bears have really been playing pretty well this season. They've been pretty competitive in every game, save for their Week 2 match against the Packers. The offense is very slowly beginning to come together, and it probably would have beaten the Vikings if it wasn't for that late strip at the end. The Commanders, on the other hand, they just seem to lose. They are constantly just making mistakes at the exact wrong time to be making them. And their last game against the Titans had some truly atrocious play calling being performed, especially on the final drive. I mean, with 4 minutes left, you had a 2nd and 1, and you're throwing the ball downfield, and there's 4 minutes left. Run the ball, get the first down, and then prepare for your next set of downs. I mean, it's really not rocket science there, people. Then when you actually do manage to get deep into the red zone, in fact, you're inside the 5-yard line with the possible last play of the game, and you're running a pass, everyone spread out, run a quarterback draw or something. Come on. I mean, throw in that and the supposed tension now between Carson Wentz and Ron Rivera, and you do really have the makings of a train wreck here. I mean, the Bears should win this going away. I'm thinking this could even be up by about 20 points. I just don't see the Commanders putting up much of a fight right now. They are a team that is the equivalent of a chicken running around with its head cut off.
We're here at the 18th hole of this light beer open, and we've seen some real unusual shots today.
You said it.
Hey, Bob, I think you get a birdie.
I'll see. How am I supposed to hit it through this tree?
No problem, Bert.
How's Yuka going to get out of this one?
That calls for another light beer from Miller.
Make it 2, 3, 4.
It's a good thing light's less filling.
Back to you, Ricky.
John, the last player's approaching the tee.
And when it goes to 100, you sell. I won't be long, girls. Hold my calls, will you? It hit the weather vane. It's in the drain. Here it comes out. It's going on the green. Goes in the hole.
Light beer from Miller. Everything you always wanted in a beer, and less.
This open ought to be closed.
Quaker granola dips, a hauntingly wholesome Halloween treat. Chewy granola dipped in real milk chocolate. Chocolate and granola, lose my self-control at granola dips. The perfect treat for your little monsters.
Gosh, Burger Chef, it's Wolfburger the werewolf.
Where can I get delicious burgers? Where can I get fun food? Where, oh where?
At Burger Chef.
Where?
And now at participating Burger Chefs, you can buy fun meals that now come on Halloween magic meal trays. There's a magic trick in each fun meal. There are 10 different magic meal tricks you can collect.
Burger Chef, you're incredible.
Moving on, our next game is the Minnesota Vikings traveling down to South Florida to take on the Miami Dolphins, and no, Tua Tagovailoa is in all likelihood not going to play. There is still no timetable set up for his return, so at least as of this recording, he's still out. I don't know if that means we're going to get Teddy Bridgewater or Skylar Thompson again, but I don't know how much of a difference that's really going to make. The Dolphins do have plenty of playmakers, and their defense is really stout. I mean, they were still in it with the Jets right up until the fourth quarter, and that's when it fell apart. The Vikings, on the other hand, are just succeeding despite several flaws. I mean, I know with the whole travel to London, that can be a real taxing thing on the body, especially when you don't get a bye week next. But still, they're just kind of mucking around at times where they really shouldn't be. I mean, they have had some bad end-of-the-half clock management. You look at against the Saints, where they get the ball in prime scoring position, and all they can get is a field goal. They could have gone up 21 points. That would have made that game entirely different. And again, their first half against the Bears, they were dominant. They were firing on all cylinders, and then they just kind of stopped and allowed the Bears to get back in the game. In fact, they had to make last-second wins to pull out pretty much everything except that game against the Packers. I mean, it just seems like they lack a killer instinct on both the offense and defense. I already cited the problems they have with the bad clock manager at the end of the half. So, yeah, it's just not really looking good here, and I think this has the classic makings of a Vikings trap game. Like, you know, you look on paper and yeah, they should probably win this. Again, pack up, possibly even third string quarterback. Again, you know, should be ripe for the picking here, but yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. I think the Dolphins might actually wind up winning this one.
Experts at Magic Manor have everything you'll need this year, including actual character masks from famous motion pictures. And they can show you the proper application of makeup to impress that special someone. Magic Manor's professional hand-painted custom masks start as low as $250. This Halloween, remember Magic Manor. Wigs, masks, makeup, costumes, shockingly authentic. Magic Manor, East Wind Mall.
Hey, Ronald, what are those things you're wearing?
My trick-or-treat safety cups. They're shiny aluminum foil with bright orange stripes, so they reflect light.
Neat! Where'd you get them?
Right at McDonald's. This Halloween, be sure you're all wearing McDonald's trick-or-treat safety cups. Children should be seen and not hurt.
Let's get off the field right now. Yeah! Sooner or later, you're going to have to play football, big boy. Just snap the ball. Is this what you want? This belongs to the defense. Let's go.
10 yards has never seemed so far. Now you will fear the D. Madden NFL 2005, rated E for everyone. EA Sports. It's in the
And our final game is the Sunday night game between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. Again, I don't know if Dak Prescott's going to be back in this one, but if it's not, they're probably just going to run the ball with Zeke Elliott and Tony Pollard. Again, they'll only throw when they need to, and Cooper Rush is more than capable of doing that at times. So, also, the Dallas defense is playing really well. That being said, the Eagles are just firing on all cylinders right now. I mean, yeah, they did take their foot off the pedal a little bit against the Cardinals, but still, they're the last undefeated team. They're the last undefeated team for a reason. And the Eagles' D is much better than the Cowboys' offense is right now. So the Eagles have playmakers all over right now, and I just see them really holding off any charge the Cowboys have. So I do have the Eagles winning this one. Okay then, the next video is going to be the review for episodes 4 through 6 of Star Wars Andor. Then we're going to finally wrap up She-Hulk, and then it's going to be Halloween Ends, the recap and review for that. That's probably going to be on Thursday for Andor, Friday for She-Hulk, and Saturday for Halloween Ends. Like, I'll probably be able to watch them all on certain days, but again, I'm house sitting, so I'm kind of juggling the schedule around right now, and I don't know exactly when I'm going to be able to get that done. Anyway, the next video after that's going to be probably the recap and review for Black Adam, and then we're going to get the random trade review on Star Trek Leonard McCoy. See you all next time. Hey guys, remember that you can support my work at patreon.com/sleepytimeforcat productions. Also, remember to like, comment, share, subscribe to my channel, and ring that notification bell so that way you can be alerted to further videos.